What's up guys, it's me Eric B and welcome back to the channel. And in this video we're going to be doing a first ride on another Ducati, and right here I have a 2012 848 Evo. Man, so what I tell y'all, I was going to make friends, start riding different bikes. I know you guys been seeing me doing more cruisers lately and stuff like that, but you know, it's kind of hard to get my hands on sport bikes every now and again, but I got another one for you guys. Alright, so if we look at the front end here compared to the 996 that I did, you know, as the years goes on, things start to get a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more nicer in the styling and everything, if nicer is even a word. And it just looks like they start to make the bike look more sleek and everything like that, if you get what I'm saying. So the tail section is still kind of big, but it's a little bit different. It's more flat, more aerodynamic and everything. They're still running the dual exhaust out the back here, which looks pretty good. So this is an aftermarket exhaust. I don't know if it's a full exhaust or not, but it sounds really good, and I'll show you guys that here in a second. And as far as upgrades or anything like that goes to this bike, the exhaust is probably the only thing that is done to this, and that's about it, minus, you know, like the windscreen and some other small cosmetic things. I will say I was really impressed on the ride over here, just to do a quick walk around with you guys, that the power on this thing feels really good. And I mean, anything, you know, that's close to being a leader bike or anything like that that's a Ducati, it's going to be nice regardless. The other cool thing, if you can see it right here, my phone's kind of in a way, this actually has an LCD display. So they went away from the analog tack. We're starting to get into the digital displays. It's not a TFT, but you know, it works. All right guys, enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and get this thing out of the road and talk about it a little bit. Before we do that, as always, let's cut to the B-roll. All right, let me go ahead and start her up for you guys so you can hear what she sounds like. All right. She's already warm. I just rolled over here recently. Man, that purrs very nicely. All right. Let's get out of here. Oh yeah. Man, I need to get my KTM back. I say that every time I jump on a sport bike. Uh-oh. Hold on guys. I got to pull up my my navigation here because I do not know where I'm going to the place that I need to go to. All right, sorry about that. We're good to go now. All right. Oh man, yes. Guys, this thing feels amazing. It's so smooth. All right, so the 848. So there is actually two different versions of this bike. There's the original 848, and then there's the 848 Evo, which this bike is right here. Now, the main differences between those two bikes is going to be the horsepower and the brakes. So I think it's like a 6 horsepower difference. This one has about 140, and the regular Evo has about 134 or something like that. And then you get a different Brembo brake caliper kit in the front on the Evo. So you get better brakes on this bike than you do the regular version. So the difference in the price is gonna vary as well, just because of the brakes and everything. So, oh nice, a tunnel. Yeah, so like I said, horsepower about 140, about 72 pound-feet of torque coming from this, so a little less than the 996 that I rode. The 996 actually has less horsepower, but a lot more torque. It's pushing about 90 pound-feet of torque. And that bike and this bike are both V-twins. Yeah, so the good thing about V-twins, man, they make a lot of torque. My KTM RC8 is also a V-twin, and that thing is really torquey. Yeah, and I apologize if you guys, you know, when I get down in the tuck, you can't really see anything. It's because he's got this blacked out windscreen and everything on here. Remember when I had that on my KTM? Like, I'm not a fan of that. It looks good aesthetically, but you can't, you know, you can't see anything. So it is what it is. Yeah, so definitely the power on this bike is freaking awesome. Like I said, it's nice, it's smooth, and this thing gets down and moves. I haven't been on a sport bike in a couple months now, so I think anything's gonna feel really good to me. But compared to the 996, I mean, they feel almost the same. This is probably the third Ducati I've been on. I've been on, you know, the 996, the Panigale V4, and now this bike. Brakes feel good and everything. I don't know that I'm gonna have the opportunity to you know, get out on any twisties or anything during this ride to really see how she handles and stuff like that. With most of my first rides and stuff, you know, I really don't have the time or the chance to really do that. You know, it's just, you know, normal riding, me kind of talking about the bike and some straightaways. So you guys can probably see some other videos online of people doing that, maybe even this thing at the track. All right, as far as looks on this bike, I think it looks 10 times better than the 996. Like I said before, it doesn't matter. Ducati makes nice bikes, and I think they all look pretty good. I'm definitely digging the front end on this bike and everything, so that's a 10 out of 10 for me. All right, as far as the ergonomics and everything goes, I think this bike actually feels better than the 996. I feel like I have more room to scoot back and move around and everything on this bike than I did on the other one. I felt more crammed on the 996. And you know, typical fashion with everything else, I mean, I don't really need to go too far into anything else with a sport bike. It is not a comfortable machine. You know, they're made to be on the track and stuff like that. But you know, people buy them for the streets because they look cool and they're fast. You know, at that point, you really don't care about fuel mileage, and you don't care about, you know, being uncomfortable. It's all about being cool. But that is a difference between that bike being the 996 and this one. Me being a taller rider, I feel like I have more space on this bike in the seat. All right, now the one thing that I don't know, and if you guys do know, let me know down in the comments below, does this bike have power modes? I figure, you know, 2012 they would start introducing that, but my KTM is a 2013 and it has no electronics at all. And I'm not sure if this has ABS or any power modes or traction control or anything like that. I do see a mode switch here, so I would figure that it has power modes, but I don't really have the time to try to figure it out right now. The clutch engagement and everything on here feels really good too. It's nice and smooth. I think I read somewhere where it says that, you know, it has a heavy engagement. Not too bad for me though. My goodness, that exhaust sounds so good. All right, as for the mirrors and everything, you know, Ducati's put mirrors on bikes as an afterthought. These things, you know, are meant for the track and stuff like that, so they're usually pretty flimsy. They vibrate a lot and stuff like that. I can see pretty decently out of these ones. They're not too bad, but you know me, I'm a fan of just leaving the stock mirrors on and not doing bar ends or anything like that. I mean, it works for some bikes, but I don't know. I usually stick with the stock mirrors. And as you guys can see the dash, hopefully you can see that pretty decently, hopefully. You know, that LCD display, you got your, you know, your speedometer, you got the tack that goes up. Kind of reminds me of ZX-10R, the way that is. And then, you know, you got your temperature gauge, time and stuff like that. So just, you know, the basic things that you need on there. Oh man, I seem to always hit traffic every time I do a first ride with you guys. Well, today is Monday at almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I so want a lane split. All right, so for you tall riders, obviously flat footing this thing isn't going to be a problem or anything like that. I don't know, I don't think it sits as high as an R6 or an R1. I could be wrong, but as far as seat height and everything like that, for me it feels pretty good. We're doing it. Screw it. Aha, suckers. Oh my gosh, my legs are so hot. Jeez. Next time I'll be sure to take a different route. Let's head over there. R6. Pretty nice. All right. At one of my favorite places to go to here. Hollywood. Ain't nobody here today, man. It's because it's during the week. Pull up a little bit here. Woo! We made it! Yay! Alright, so I just wanted to stop here real quick. This is one of my favorite spots out here to come to. It's a little cafe. You can get coffee and stuff like that, and so many bikes, especially on the weekends. Man, you name it, sport bikes, cruisers, cafe racers, like every style of bike comes out here, and it's a good time, man. The bike scene is really nice out here. Plus I wanted to take a break from being in all that traffic. My freaking thighs are on fire from the heat and everything. But yeah, just do another quick walk around here for you guys of the 848 Evo. And you can see the brake calipers, because on the newer Panigales and stuff, I don't know if they're called like M50s or something like that, but they have a really nice Brembo brake caliper on those as well. But yeah, guys, that front end, she's nice. She's nice. And I like this Harley. It's really nice. There's a lot of custom bikes and stuff like that out here. A lot of guys have bikes like this as well. As you can see, I left my mark right there. Got my sticker on here, leaving my mark in Korea. Alright guys, I'm gonna run in real quick, grab a smoothie or something like that, cool off for a little bit, and I'll get right back to you. Alright, and we're back. So now that I'm nice and refreshed, cool off for a little bit, and get back on the road, talk a little bit more about this bad boy, do a couple pulls for you, get another start here. Ooh. Cheap truck. All right, let's see if we can take the right turns this time. So we don't get stuck in any traffic. All right, so this bad boy was produced in 2008 and replaced the 749, I believe. And the wet weight on this is tipping the scales a little over 400 pounds, somewhere around 430, something like that. So not too bad. But yeah, guys, by far the Panigale V4 is obviously going to be my favorite bike out of the bunch. The 996 is a nice classic, you know what I'm saying? And this bike is pretty legit, man. I think it's a good bike for anyone that wants to like get into, you know, owning a Ducati. I think this is a good start, because I think the bike that replaced this was the 899, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong on that, guys, correct me. But I think any of those bikes would be a great place to start. Or if you want to go newer, you can get something like a V2 or something like that, because essentially a V2 is sort of like an 899, if I'm not mistaken. So really the only bad thing I have to say about this bike is probably the windscreen here. I just don't like how short it is, how like low it comes down, because when I try to like get down into the tuck, it's like, I don't know, it's too far down there. It doesn't really cover anything up, you know. I'm still looking over the top of it, and I have to anyway, because this is all blacked out and everything, so you really can't see through it. But I think if I had to change it out, you know, I'd put like a Puge or a zero gravity windscreen or something like that on it. It sits a little bit higher. cramp. Got a cramp. Oh, right when I was getting into it. Damn it. Oh man, my hand's cramping up. That's not good. All right, one more time. I know, it doesn't seem like it's a lot. Oh, now I'm getting a cramp on my leg. Holy moly, guys, I'm getting cramps all over. I'm dehydrated. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm probably going that fast, but I can only go so fast on these roads, man, before I like come up on traffic. But man, she scoots. Can't believe I'm cramping up. But hey, at least it's something. Trying to redeem myself from the 996. Oh, do you guys get cramps like that when you're riding? It freaking sucks. But alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this first ride. Like I said, hopefully it was a little bit better than the 996. I was able to get on the bike a little bit more. And if you're enjoying this content, definitely give me a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.